Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming back, Connor.
Let's
Thank
go.
you
Nice to
too.
meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you too.
Nice shirt.
Thank
Who is
you.
that?
It's Juventus, I believe. Across with Stussy. It's pretty cool.
It's a brand, eh? It's not like a
Stussy.
team. As far as I know, it's a brand.
Oh, yeah?
I think so. I just got it from
It's a
Culture
team.
King. Thought it looked
It's
cool.
a team.
Culture King.
Yeah, Culture
There you
Kings.
go.
Yeah.
You do some fashion advice as well on your page, or not anymore?
It was weird. I do like fashion because my
Yeah.
sister is a fashion designer back in the Philippines.
Who was that? I'm sorry.
My sister.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to your sister.
Yeah.
There you go. That
Where's the
camera.
camera? Hey, Ate. Yeah, so, yeah, and then I got an email from the feed last year that they want me to do a segment which is more on fashion, which is, I was like, oh, do I really have good fashion? I mean, I do play around with different kind of fashion, so I guess that's why they like me somehow.
Okay, so for the bros who have no clue how to start. Oh, he's looking at me. He's looking like.
Are you talking about yourself? Because if you're talking about yourself, I do like your cap.
Do you?
Yeah, it suits you.
Do you want to know the story of this cap?
Yeah.
50 cents cap from an op shop in Wellington.
Oh, I thought you were talking about 50 Cent, the
bottom.
rapper.
No, that would be even cooler.
that too.
I was like,
but
50
but
Cent.
it cost me 50 cents. I think there was not even a price. I think that was like tucked at the bottom of one of those big boxes, you know, like, oh, pick whatever, fill up a bag.
Oh, yeah.
And then I went there, I was like, this is cool. And the lady was like, yeah, 50 cents, whatever. And
And
a
now it's
cool
here.
hat.
What a bargain.
What a bargain. Yeah.
Yeah, and it suits you. They're really nice.
Thank you very much. Anything with colors, or like how would you recommend someone who is trying to look sharp and nice? What would be a good start?
I think it depends on what kind of your personality, I guess. Depends on personality, because some people would like black and white all the time,
That's right.
or like something just bold, and some people want it like colors or like clashing different colors, or a lot of texture.
That's
Yeah.
right. Depends on your personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, that works.
For me, I wear a lot of black clothes because I'm so bad with light colors staining it.
Oh,
So
okay.
like, most of my wardrobe is just black and it's pretty simple and boring.
No, it's
but
not.
yeah.
Black and white's nice too.
Yeah, it goes with anything, but yeah.
And if you get the right pieces, that suit your body.
Yeah.
there you
Yeah.
go. What's Wen's style? How do you select yours for your body type, for your personality?
I don't know. My one, I think sometimes I would do black and white, and sometimes I'm gonna wear something baggy, and then there's days that I'm gonna wear something like this, and then collars. Yeah, but I'm into leather lately.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
but not the expensive leather. I did have one expensive one, but I got it in an op shop, so it's cheap.
Yeah.
The other 3 or 4 are not probably a real leather.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks nice,
Sustainable,
though.
sustainable
Sustainable,
leather.
but it looks nice.
There you go. Do you go to op shops like often? Do you have a look? Like, do you have the shops that you like the most, or how is the shopping thing for you?
Do you have a good op shop here?
We have a few in Fitsianga, eh? Yeah, sometimes they're great, especially this time of the year, because because of the batch homes, people come and recycle. You know, like they bring new clothes, so they fill up the op shops. But you gotta be, and they're more expensive. Used to be like $3, and then you're like, whoa, just score
Now
the nice
60.
jacket. Now they're like, what?
Yeah, I'm like,
$40. I'm
yeah.
like, what?
I'm getting confused with that. And so I was like, I do know that it's secondhand somehow. Is it? Is it the rules? Like
Yeah.
it's always gonna be like a secondhand, recycled, almost recycled.
Dead men clothes, yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. True. True.
Well, a lot of
True.
them.
Yeah. And then when you check, it's like $60. I was like, wait, what? That's not new.
There's no
Like it's the same price as Holland Sands Brothers.
Exactly.
Yeah. What about you, Cornet? Are you an op shop visitor or not much?
Not much really.
Not much.
Yeah,
You
just,
got your style.
I don't really spend much money on clothes. Like I only spoilt myself in Australia because I hadn't like bought clothes in like a year or so. So I was like, oh, I'm in Australia, Culture Kings, why not buy a few things?
We have that now here.
Yes,
go.
good,
Culture Kings in
it's
Auckland.
cool. Yeah.
Who you've been to Australia recently?
Yeah.
How was it?
Oh, it's beautiful. I did like 3 things in Australia aside from holiday. So I went to CRV event. It's pretty nice. They put us in a posh hotel, and I'm like, whoa, it's the biggest hotel that I've ever been.
Cool.
It's crazy. And then I met Ross. I don't know if you guys know Ross Lynch.
Ross Lynch.
Don't tell me you don't know.
We'll check him out for sure.
Yeah,
What's up with
sounds
Ross?
familiar.
Shout out Ross. We'll find
Ross
you, bro.
Lynch, he's Disney star, like a Hollywood actor from Disney, Austin and
Right.
Alley,
Oh yes.
Teen
yes.
Beach movie.
Okay.
Yeah, so I met him at the hotel because that's why it's posh hotel, because like actors go there.
Man.
Yeah, and then we end up hanging out, like me and my other mates that's also from New Zealand. We end up hanging out with them at Luna Park, so it's quite pretty cool.
Oh wow.
I saw. Oh, so that's one
It
of
was-
those bros at Luna Park. They got some
Yeah.
funny videos.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Cool.
crazy.
Sorry, Ross. We'll bring it to the show, man. I apologize in front
And
of
he's
you,
a
man.
singer, and he has a band. He has a band.
What's the band
So they
called?
have a band before, which is like R5, which
Yeah.
is like, I think they're all siblings, and then now only the two of them, and they make another band called the Drivers. Hopefully I'm right.
Cool.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and afterwards we went to TikTok Awards. TikTok Awards.
TikTok award.
And how was that?
Insane. Because it's like those are the times that you feel like, oh, it's like a celebratory of what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it's nice seeing Kiwis there.
Yeah.
So it was Australian and New
New
Zealand
Zealand.
version. Like it was an award for the content creators from Australia and New Zealand.
Specifically TikTok, yeah.
Specifically on TikTok. Who were the winners? Did we have some? I
We
saw
have-
Paka. Can you tell me the list? The ones who took the prizes?
So with Paco Davis, it's live streamer of the year.
Shout out to Paka.
Yeah, shout out to Paco. And he's battling against Aussies, I think, as far as I know, Australians. But with Judah, it's the New Zealand Creator of the Year.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's
So it's
massive.
with Uzgang and Royal Dance Family. I still get confused if I have Royal Family Dance Crew or Royal Dance Family Crew.
There you go, audience. Let us know. Were you one of the nominees, or you were just?
I'm
part
just
of this
invited. And then
That's
I
cool,
was
man.
invited last year. And then I was like, oh, hopefully I get invited again this year. And I got invited. And the best thing is that I already have something to do. I'm going to Sydney anyways. So my flight was, I think the event was December 6th. And December 9 is my flight going to Sydney. So I asked the team if they can move my flight earlier so that I can attend TikTok Awards. Yeah. But I'm not part of the show. Hopefully
coming.
next year.
It's coming.
Hopefully next year.
Man, when we're talking about social media, and this is something that I've heard from different people in different situations. Oh, I had a problem with YouTube and it was very hard to get hold of the YouTube crew. Oh, I had a problem with my Facebook account and it was very hard to get hold of the Facebook account. How is the relationship with the TikTok crew? Because now they have an office in New Zealand, right?
Yeah.
Do you know them? Do you guys get to chat? So how is that relationship?
With New Zealand one, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I don't have any contact in the New Zealand one, but Australians one, they're pretty. I quite know them now.
And are they like spot on when you were looking
Yeah.
for them? Yep.
Yeah, because like we follow each other on Instagram, so we're gonna just end up like, hey, there's something wrong or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you faced any issues so far with your accounts? Have you had any moments that you were like, what's going on?
Not really. I think you have issues.
Yeah.
Let's go, Karna.
I
Let's
never
go.
get a banned live stream, but
Yeah, I've had a few ups and downs with my TikTok channel, but yeah, I guess stuff happens. It was just because the type of content that I do is classified dangerous, but there is like heaps of ways to work around it. But yeah, I got most of my issues resolved, but yeah, unfortunately I can't go live on TikTok anymore due to my like age. But yeah, hopefully in maybe 6 months I'll go live again. Who knows?
There
Yeah.
you go. Let us know.
Yeah.
How does it work with monetization, bro? Is it something that it's already possible with TikTok? Do you know? Do you guys know these details for TikTok?
views
Not
it's not
views.
gonna work yet. I think it's far away.
But you were telling me about lives. When
Yeah,
you do
live. The
gifts.
gifting is quite amazing. But
Yeah.
the problem is, I think you have to build your own community. Like, it doesn't matter if your account doesn't have that much followers, because that's what they told us. They said, like, you can be big in streaming, but your account only have, like, let's say 10K. 10K is quite good. But, like, 10K, a lot of New Zealander gets 10K nowadays, say, as a
Yeah.
followers, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can be extremely big in streaming platform of TikTok. Yeah. So they're trying to divide it somehow. But also, if you're really big in live streaming, like Paka, he eventually bring his account.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we were talking to a friend the other day, Ryan O'Connor. He runs the Stag podcast, and he was saying that thing with like, if you get that 1,000 solid followers, that people that will pay for your content, you know, it's all you need. If you get a good amount that is actually engaging with you,
Isn't it
Engaging,
called
yeah.
TikTok series?
there's a big difference.
Oh yeah,
between
there's another one,
Yeah.
TikTok series, where they subscribe or buy a series coming from you.
And then it's like private series. Only that certain amount of people that buy it can actually access.
Yeah, you can make a series now, like 10 episodes, and then they have to pay and buy it so that they can have it on TikTok. So you can make, like,
Yeah.
for example, different cooking recipe for foodie people. Yeah.
And then you get what people they buy it
Yeah,
beforehand.
they can
Like,
buy, like, once you prepare everything, then you upload it. So it's like a 10 episode series of food, and then people can buy it and they can watch the videos. So they have a copy.
How crazy! They're
Yeah.
taking over. Like it's gonna be a slow process.
To become a Netflix.
Yeah, but like that's the thing, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
Netflix, what 5-6 years ago, we would not imagine how massive it would be.
Yeah, I saw that there's a TikToker, I think in US, they always try to predict what's going to happen next. And one of them is, they said, like, one day, I'm not sure it's going to happen, but their prediction is that one day creators will just have like seasons. Like, for example, I'm a creator and then I'm going to release like a bunch of episodes, and then that's it. I'm going to have a little bit of a rest, and then I'm going to launch another season. Somehow like a Netflix.
Who's this that predicted it?
I'm not sure, Coco Moco or something.
Coco Moco.
Yeah, she said, like, she accurately predicts a couple of things that's happening in social media. So
Maybe she is the TikTok boss.
maybe she's what do you call this one, like an industrial blend.
Industrial blend. Yeah. What's that?
Oh, it's when the industry.
Oh, come on, ASMR. No,
Oh my god, industry blend are basically what industry tried to put in, but looks organic, but it's not organic.
there you go, motherfuckers. Oh, sorry. I ruined the ASMR. I want to start the aggressive ASMR. I put this
Yeah.
idea first, so it's
An
mine.
aggressive one.
No, like, hey, motherfuckers.
Okay. Oh, the aggressive one.
Hori came here. He said it's a great idea. What do you think?
ASMR, yeah.
Do you think it would work?
Yeah,
I think it will.
I reckon.
There's always a market for ASMR people.
Hey, for you fuckers that drink too much coffee and then look for ASMR because you're trying to fall asleep, just stop drinking caffeine, you fucker. Something like that? Too much?
Maybe there's a market for it. Okay. You'll never know.
You never know.
I mean, people like
Do you
it.
think it's a good idea?
I think
No, it could be a good idea. Well,
It could be.
before we didn't know that people would like gang, 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 gang.
Tell me about Gang Gang.
Yeah, NPC. Surely you know NPC.
Do you,
They're
Connor?
making so much money.
Oh yeah, I know them.
Oh, yeah, I know.
What is
Oh,
it?
I can see that winking, winking.
What,
No, I
what
don't
is
know.
it? What
I
is
don't
it?
know.
So NPC are basically non-player. Are you a gamer?
Oh, I used to.
What's non-player
Non-
challenge?
NPC is non-playable character.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Non-playable
it.
character.
So
There you go.
on TikTok,
Yeah.
when you get a gift, let's say roses.
Oh yeah, it's a trend.
yeah.
Thank you, Rose.
Or
Smell
like,
good.
smells good. Yeah, yeah. And then people are bombarding them with.
I seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, and they make so much money.
So wait. So someone gives you a gift, which means a little bit of money,
Yeah.
and then you repeat a sentence. Is that what it is? Like you play the character?
You make your own sentences. You make your own version.
So every time that someone gives you that, you say that as a character would say. But then
Yeah.
people start giving you a lot of those gifts, so you can
yeah.
so you keep repeating that.
Like you're a broken record.
Yeah.
Smells good. Smells good.
But
And
every
they
time
make
you say it,
It's
you
too
get
accurate.
What?
You do it too accurate.
Oh, I tell you, I should have started NPC. I could have had like 7 figures.
because you were telling me that some
You're
people
making so
do
much
get
money.
a
Yeah,
lot.
they're making so much money.
Yeah.
But it's a trend, so it will die soon. So if you're doing NPC shout out, you're good. But like you have to figure out what's your next move, because once the trend dies, that's it. You
Exactly.
need to figure out something out. probably start a business or something.
Have you seen those live streams on your For You page heaps lately or nah?
There was a time, yes, and I'm so
Yeah.
confused. There's a guy I think in Australia. He's doing it in streets
Oh, I've seen that.
outside. The guy with
That's-
I think it's
wild.
bald. Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Right. Can you explain to me the For You page? What it is?
For You page, are we talking about like the difference between the three apps? What I think. Oh, okay. So what I think about like Instagram and YouTube Shorts are trying their best, right, to be like the next TikTok. Like TikTok is doing so well, but the difference is Instagram, when you open it, it goes straight to the following, like
What you
your
wanna
feed,
see.
yeah, your feed,
Yeah.
right? But when it comes to like YouTube Shorts, I haven't really wrap around my brain in YouTube Shorts. But with For You page, when you open the app, you always go to the For You page. I mean, it pushes you to, that's the starting page, the For You page.
Which means TikTok kind of like knows what you've been watching and what you've been engaging the most. So it keeps
but
sending
they
you
can
that.
actually inject something new, and then if you start hooking on that one, then you have a new one. But
Yeah.
like the beautiful thing about like For You page on TikTok, which a lot of other apps are not doing, is that everyone gets a chance to be a star or a viral person or a next content creator, mainly because they could be on your For You page all the time and they're new.
Yeah.
Unlike on Instagram, you don't really see that, and YouTube Shorts. I mean, I don't know about YouTube Shorts.
When you came to the show, Corner, that was more than a year ago, I would say. Hey,
Yeah.
you guys were telling me, you and Dylan, that when you start with a theme, when you start with an idea, you should stick to that because it will carry that to the people who like that, and it's a
Exactly.
big risk to change.
Yeah.
Does it still apply? Do you guys reckon that is still the same idea, or TikTok is adapting, is changing?
Yeah, oh, well, yeah, because you see heaps of these creators and they all kind of stick to the same content. Like, you look at Jimmy
niche.
Jackson,
Yeah.
and he spent his whole life doing skits. That was him. And if he was to change to something, I wouldn't have a clue how good it would do. Like, since he's got a big following, I would assume that it would do really good, but I feel like TikTok or wherever wouldn't boost it as
Yeah.
far as his original content.
People gets confused because like they follow you in certain things and then you change. That's why some people try to inject it slowly and try to introduce it, and then once it's up, then they can leave the other niche. Because I know a couple of people that do super niche ones, but they're like, it's not brand friendly. It's still kids friendly, but it's not brand friendly. Like limited brands would only work with you. But that's why they're trying to make it more personality. Because if you show your personality, then it means that there's more layers in you.
Right. How would you define your page?
That's the hard part. Because like I do know, like, yeah, I'm trying. Like I'm challenging myself every day, and then I'm just trying. Like, for example, I do love cooking. I have passion for cooking, making some food. Trying snacks is one of the things that I like the most, and then trying cultural snacks. So I want that everything in my page, but then again, it's confusing sometimes. Yeah. So the thing is, you might have a video that goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, but then again, you become a friend of the viewers because they know more. They know more than just one about you, and I think I'm not sure. But I think a lot of brands like that.
That makes sense, yeah. And
I see.
you'd rather you'd rather have all of your content on one page than having to make another account because you feel like it'll do bad. Have you ever made like another account, or do you just have one main?
I have another account, but I have never used it. I've used it before when Musical.ly and TikTok are separate. So back when I was doing Musical.ly, the Musical.ly team that I was working with, because I became Musical.ly representative of the Philippines, but then I moved to New Zealand. So they tried to still work with me, and then afterwards they just said like, you're not coming back, are you? And I'm like, I'm staying in New Zealand. And they said like, then we can't really work with you. So, but before that conversation, they told us about TikTok. TikTok is big in China. So they told us to make an account there. And then I made an account. I'm using both accounts at the same time. And then after a year, they told us like, there's something big that's gonna happen soon. And I was like, okay. But I don't trust them at first because I was like, I don't want to make another account on TikTok and then focus on that one and leave the one that I built in Musically.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that they're gonna merge it. I got a hint a little bit from them that there's a big thing coming. And then the next thing I know, I saw the app. The logo is half Musically and half TikTok.
Oh, wow.
And then after a week, it becomes just TikTok. So I have 2 accounts.
Oh, interesting. So there
Yeah.
was a merge. We had Angel Taylor on the show, and she was telling us that one of the reasons why she became big in the platform is because she was engaging with Musically first. But I didn't get that part, that there was actually a merge. There was a time that both were
Yeah.
active.
Yeah, they made an announcement saying like it's something new is coming to Musically. It's gonna be something big, bigger audience, bigger. It's a really good built commercial, and then boom, next thing you know, it's TikTok.
TikTok. How many years ago was that?
When did TikTok start? I think that will be 2018. Is it 2018?
2018.
I'm not sure. They can search it up.
Yeah, because it was the moments that you were doing the thing, like left Philippines, was finding
Yeah,
a lifestyle in
2016.
New
I
Zealand.
moved in New Zealand.
Man, let's go there. So you were born in the Philippines?
Yeah.
Was there any connection with New Zealand, like family wise, or no, that was your thing to come and be adventurous?
My dad was like, after graduating, my dad was like, "Yo, do you want to try?"
What did you
New
study?
Zealand?" I studied Bachelor of Fine Arts in Design, major in advertising.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yo.
So I do graphic design. So what happened is that my dad was like, "Do you want to try to go to New Zealand because you have a cousin there?" And this cousin is a person that I've never met in my entire life. Yeah. And then my dad was like, "You know her?" And I was like, "How?" And then my dad was like, "Oh, her mom popped into your graduation dinner." And I'm like,
Oh my god! I was drunk there.
"Tita."
Remember?
Yeah, but I remember her because she has Havaianas as a gift and expensive jandals. We call it slippers. Expensive one. But
Avianas, if you want to sponsor our show, are you wearing them as well?
I think so.
There you go. If you guys want to sponsor ALTBAYS, Brazilian brands,
Is
let's
this
go.
a Brazilian brand?
Havaianas we call it. Yeah.
Oh gosh,
It was famous in
so
Brazil.
expensive.
It was famous in Brazil because it was the cheapest jandals for the mothers to
Oh, we
smack
do
your
that
bum,
too.
to go
Oh,
hard
we
on
do
your bum.
that
So that's
too.
the Havaianas. If you wanna, now I ruined it.
You know what's cool? It flies.
Fuck it. Sorry.
You know what's
let's go.
cool? It
Yeah.
flies.
It does fly, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Good aim.
Some people like it.
Yeah. Some people like, oh boy. I tell you.
Let's go back to the stories.
Okay, so yeah, I was like, oh, I remember that Tita. I remember that auntie. Yeah. And then, yeah, I moved into New Zealand. Quite tricky because I was like focused on like visa and stuff. Like wait, I'm gonna burp because of this.
Do it. Let's all do it.
It didn't.
That was Leo, not Win. For the listeners,
It's gone now.
gone.
Was the transition from
Just don't
Philippines
fart.
to New Zealand alright?
Oh, it was good, but I was like focused on getting a work and then visa.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't get a chance to actually grasp that I'm actually in New Zealand. It feels like temporary, but you want to be permanent. But it feels temporary every day because you don't know what's going to be the result for visa. Yeah.
So you had that. You wanted to stay. You
Yeah.
knew that you wanted to stay.
I was not getting a job because apparently you're always going to be at the bottom of the list, mainly because obviously you're immigrant, and then they have to figure out the employer needs to tell them I hired this mainly because I can't find a local, so that's how it works. So you're always going to be on the bottom of the list unless you're like with a good experience. But I just graduated. And they always want some but I got lucky because my flatmate's friends of friend hired me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Trusted you. Knew
Yeah.
that you would. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gave you a chance.
Yeah. And it took 4 years of working in his company. Didn't get my residency still. And then 2020 happened. And then 2021 residency visa pops up. So I applied on that one. And I got in.
Score.
Yeah. And now I feel like home. Like now in a second home.
So you were creating content for fun.
Yeah. Yeah. And on the background too. Like I didn't know my boss has a camera in So he was like introducing me to his daughters, and they're like, "Oh, this is Uncle Win. Uncle Win can sing and dance." And I'm like, "How did he know?"
That's a cool introduction.
And then afterwards, I figure out on the shelf there's a camera. So I was like,
stalking you.
I mean,
Sorry.
I didn't know. And I was like, well, if you think about it, it's better to have an employee that finish all the jobs, and whenever he has a time, he make a TikTok.
Fair enough.
I think it's better that way instead of like doing other stuff.
Whoa, man. And okay, so 4 years, got the visa, and then when did things start to shift? When you realized that you could actually engage more online and
Online. What happened? So I'm doing it in the background, and I do get like a little bit of gifting, like gifting from brands, just a little bit, like really rarely.
yeah.
But then when I lived to another flat, it's a mixed, not Filipino now. Like I left my cousin, like we all separated places. So I ended up with a flatmate, which is a Kiwi, a Maori, and one Filipina. So we all lived together, and then that's the time that I got introduced to the Maori culture. Yeah, so that's the time that I learned a couple of songs, and then the 35, you know the song 35? Do you guys know the song 35?
35? Is anyone in the room?
You don't know the song 35 blew up on the internet.
Can you sing it for us?
Oh, okay.
Yes! Love it.
So it's the song with like Hewi Winati no Pururangi. Yeah, that kind of song. I'm not gonna sing. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, so that song keeps on
Give
playing.
us more.
Okay. I'll give you a little bit. Okay. So it's like Kahau wirunga Kahau wiraru Kahau madawa. Okay, puberty hits.
That was cool.
Yeah. So
Nice.
so thank you. So I started learning that
Puberty
song
hits.
because I just like lost my voice somehow. Yeah. Yeah. So so my Maori flatmate, she's the one that made me feel more like home, because like she reminds me of my grandma or like my auntie, and they're also very family oriented.
Yeah.
So it kind of reminds me of home. So I got to learn the culture a little bit, and then on the radio 35 keeps on playing, and it's like good vibes all the time whenever I heard it, and I can't sing it, so I was like, oh, I need to start learning this song. And then I drive it to TikTok, like learning the song, and then it just started blowing up again. So it's like a revamp of my account.
Wow, with Maori content. Incredible.
And then the feed posted it on their show, and then that's the time that I got more traction.
It's interesting that you're saying that, because for us, when we started our platforms, we were focused on the long formats, the podcast, putting a lot of attention into that. And then we're like, well, we might as well create these clips and feed social media. And then these guys came to our show, Connor and Dylan. They were like, man, you guys got to be on TikTok. And we were like, yeah, we are. But we were not giving much attention. We were just like, yeah. And they were like, nah, man, content is good, but you gotta make the clips. And it started to go well. But then, by bringing Maori guests, not even because like, oh, let's bring, because for us, I never had this thing of like, I didn't understand that media outlets, they had percentage for Maori, like, and all this stuff. And I didn't realize that it was not a thing to have Maori culture on TV. Like, for us was like, these are the coolest people. These are the OGs. These are the real people of this country. Like we need them in the show to chat. And as we were making those clips, there was a lot of traction. We were like, man, so the Maori community is enjoying what we're doing. And they're active on the social media, which is the coolest thing.
Because it gives a platform. Because like if the media is trying to push it down, while TikTok is a free platform. So it's a good way to actually celebrate your culture.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
they're pretty cool. They're almost like Filipinos.
Of course.
That's what I say. That's why I feel like home.
Same for us. Yeah.
Brazilian.
What you described, if you change it to Brazil, it would be the perfect description as well, because the thing with Fano, the thing with being welcoming, you know, like, oh, you come, there's always Kai.
Yeah.
There's always a gathering. There's always someone grabs the guitar.
And it's a
you know?
big family reunion.
Big,
and there's a lot
yeah.
of aunties.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't know the names, but you know the faces. You know? So yeah, so I think that's why for us it's easier to connect.
Because there's similarities.
Did you get some of the language, or mainly for songs and things
Songs
like do you,
and then words.
Yeah.
Kawin toko ingwa, just that part.
Oh,
Yeah, and then some songs like what song is that? Aotearoa by Stan Walker. Yeah, because I saw him at the Matariki last year, and I can't sing the song, and I'm like, oh boy, I need to learn this song, because it's such a good melody.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. How do you feel about that? Especially at school and stuff. Connor, is that like a push for the language? Do you enjoy the culture? How, because you're finishing school this year, right? Last year?
Yeah, this is my last year.
That's my last.
Yeah, actually, I don't think there is like a big push towards Māori culture in school. I think there should be more like relevance towards it. I feel like they don't show us enough for us to actually like learn the culture from the land like we live at, which I feel like is pretty unfair towards like the Maoris.
Yeah, because if you're in a country that don't have a culture or don't give back to their culture, it's just blank.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
Then it's a problem because you lose identity.
Yeah.
Or you don't even realize you had one.
Yeah, and I feel like seeing the Maori culture makes me realize about the culture of the Philippines that has been westernized. Because a lot of us do a lot of tattoo back in the days, but then it was very, even like if I ask my mom about tattoos, she will not have a good perspective towards it because we are heavily westernized, and then it got partnered with a lot of different things. So, but then this year, I think Philippines are starting to accept the tattoos of the culture of the Filipinos, of the way back in the ancestry and stuff. So like Miss Universe is wearing a gown that looks like a tattoo. Yeah. So I'm happy to see that.
Slowly changing.
Yeah.
When was the last time you went back to the Philippines?
Last year, March. My
Last
dad's birthday.
Big change?
Big change. There's a lot of things like even like paying is quite different. There's Gcash that I don't even understand.
Gcash.
What's
Yeah.
that?
I don't understand. I don't understand. That's why I keep on asking my sister. I was like, what is Gcash? And she's explaining it to me. And I'm like, question mark.
Yeah. In Brazil, it's Pix. P-I-X. Pix.
I thought you said Vicks, like the one that cures everything.
What's the name?
Vicks. You know,
Oh,
the Vicks
Vic.
Vapor Rub cures everything.
That's big in Brazil too. But I don't think it's as big as Pix. We have a fly in the studio. For you who don't know, ALTBAYS is
guest.
produced in Whitianga, in the middle of the bush, the most beautiful place in Aotearoa, New Zealand. So if you see a possum running, there's an explanation for that. But at the moment, it's just a fly. Pix. So from again,
Peanut butter?
I don't understand very well.
The peanut butter.
You're good. You're fast. So from what I understand, it's just an app thing, and you put your money there, and then everything is done through the phone. So you go, catch it, win, catch it. Got it?
I didn't get it.
Damn. So if you got some money there, and then it all goes like if you're gonna fill up the tank, whatever. It's just through the phone. The guy brings the machine, and I think
So like Paywave.
Paywave, but eliminating the bank bureaucracy because you put your money into that. And,
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
So does school still push people to like it's mandatory to learn tereo?
No, it's like optional. Yeah, it's like quite optional now. You don't really see as many people picking the subject at school.
Okay.
should be a
Even like when you're young, it's already optional. Because like for us Filipino, it's already for first grade to sixth grade, it's always gonna be there. The Filipino subject.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how it is here because I moved from Auckland,
Okay.
so that was about like year 9.
the little ones do. The little ones get it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then I think it gets to year 10 that you choose the subjects or something.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. But primary, yeah.
Wait, how old is the year 10?
Connor, 14.
I'm not very good at maths.
You're turning 18, year 13.
Yep. Year 13. This year. So then
I
I'll
think
be
it's
18.
14, 15 probably.
Yeah.
Depends
I
on
didn't
the
even
year.
like use my brain at all. Like I'm just like waiting for you to fix it for me.
I think it depends on the year you were born, but it should be
Yeah.
18 or something.
So that's it. Oh, that's quite sad.
Yeah.
If it's optional.
Yeah. It's a shame. Beautiful language.
I love the word aroha. That's my favorite one. I use it a lot. Like every time I reply to all email, I'll put much aroha. Win.
Yes. It's interesting because for us, like again, there's the novelty. You know, we had a few people come to the show who say, Kiwis go overseas, like, and then they go to a country that are two languages in a sign, and then they're like, ooh, how cool, English and whatever, you know, and then you have it here. You have a beautiful language in your own country.
It's like you appreciate going to Japan and everything is in Japan like alphabet or language.
Yep.
You appreciate it, but how come in your own country you don't appreciate?
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's cool when we come from our countries and appreciate that, you know, like you see with fresh eyes. I'm like, oh, cool. Not just the haka in the rugby game, but like the whole spectrum, the whole cultural thing is very important, say, for the country.
Yeah.
Gives character.
Not just that, like it just you know where you come from.
Yeah. What's coming up for you, bro? What are the plans? I know, right? I'm gonna keep it cool. I'm gonna keep it cool. Otherwise, we will start here like, oh man, so beautiful. Because it is important to learn. Like for me, I feel like I've been here for 11 years, so I feel like it's important to know the culture. It's important to talk to the people.
Oh, I do have a question.
Let's go.
So I got a gift, which is a punamu. Is it punamu? Paunamu. Why did someone keeps on telling me punamu?
There you go.
Paunamu.
Oh.
Paunamu. Yeah? Okay. So somehow when I was going to Sydney, I was in the airplane and then my mate was like, why is it a little bit crooked? And then when I check it, it cracked in half. Inside the rope or the string.
Oh, yeah, so just through the whole piece itself with a...
Do you have a mic for JT, please? Thank you.
Because I don't know what to do with it. And then someone told me that you have to bury it.
Yeah.
And then someone told me you can recreate it into a different one, like, or maybe a smaller version of what you have. Or when I went to a greenstone store, she said, or because you're going to pay to make it like a new one, make it smaller and then make it a new one, it will cost you like this. So why not just buy a new one? And I said, like, it's not a gift anymore if I buy it myself.
True.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about that, JT?
Bury it?
Going? Yeah. So both are actually correct. You can bury it, depending on... it was a gift. Is that right, Win?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a gift. And it's blessed as well.
Yeah, because you don't buy ponema for yourself.
Yeah.
That's one thing you don't do. So, yeah. I'd actually look at trying to repurpose it, make it another necklace, or get it into something done.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So it's both of them are correct, like repurposing it or bury it.
Yeah.
But which one is the more proper and traditional and more respectful way?
Both.
Both?
It is both.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Learning. Thanks, JT.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Who gave you?
Thank you.
The phone?
One of my mates, because she said like, I can see that you really like knowing the culture, so she decided to surprise me with a greenstone, with a paunamu.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Christmas.
Man.
Yeah.
Cool. I love that. We were talking about projects. So what have you been up to? How was 2023? Do you have cool things lining up? What's
We were
cooking?
talking about manifesting, right?
We were talking about manifesting before. Yes.
Yeah, 2023 is probably. I thought that 2022 was my favorite one, and then 2023 happened, and it's now my favorite one. And yeah, because 2023, like December of 2022, I was talking to my dad. I remember I have a phone call, a video call with my dad, and I was invited by one of the creator to their school Got Talent. So it's like more like a hosting and judging kind of thing. And I really enjoyed it. And I told my dad about it, and my dad was like, oh, maybe you do something like that quite often, like try to do more hosting and stuff. And I said, like, I do want to try hosting. And that was December. And then fast forward in March, that's the time that I got the feed, which is hosting in TVNZ. And then January, I think, me and my mate were just like talking, what do we want to happen in the year? And I said, like, I also want to do travel, like a lot of travel, because growing up, me and my family, we didn't get a chance to have a luxury of like traveling, because it's really hard to earn money. So like traveling is always not like a thing in my family vacation. So I was like looking forward. I was like, hopefully one day I can have like a lot of traveling. And in 2023, I went to like 7 different countries, but because of social media, which is insane. So I was like, wait, why is this happening? Like I manifested it on January, and then it just happened throughout the year. And then the Thailand, we manifested it as well in January, that we want to go there at the end of the year. And I got an invite in September to go to Thailand. So I was like, oh my God. Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, manifesting's crazy.
Have you heard about it?
No.
Oh,
I have no
there you
idea
go.
what manifesting
Teach
is.
someone young when.
I don't know how it works. It's just like, it just happened, and I was just like scared at the same time.
Before you break your style of manifestation to us, I gotta say, because I said teach someone young. So the funny thing is, we invited Win to the show, right? So we've been talking, we've been chatting, and like trying to find a date, because busy man, as you can see, 7 countries in 1 year. Oh, let's try that date tonight. It's not working, blah, blah, blah. And then we finally set a date. And then Taylor was asking me, what's his thing? Can we have a look at the content? And I'm like, I'm not joking. I said, man, young kids like doing his thing, like this young guy coming some content creation. How old are you?
I'm 29.
That was unexpected.
It is unexpected. Yeah, I think
29. I feel
someone-
like I'm 57 now.
someone, you're 57?
No, I feel like it because man, I'm life is eating me alive, and you're looking great.
You have a good skin.
Oh shit! Take that, TikTok.
Someone told me, like, if I'm gonna do what do you call this one? A merch. They were like, or a business. They were like, maybe you could do skincare. And I was like, I don't even know. Growing up, I have a lot of acne, a lot. My sister have it, and I remember one of my classmates told me, like, you're not gonna get any more acne. And I was like, why? And they're like, because there's no more space. And I was like, what?
Oh.
That is so bad. Not in my head. I'm in my head. It's not that crazy, because I've seen crazy one, like a lot of like people that get so much acne. I never get into that
Wow.
area, but
And then
somehow they told me. I don't get like insane ones, but I feel like it's insane one because that's what I see with my sisters and their brothers. Yeah.
You're looking good for 29.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, good. Yeah.
A lot of good fat, apparently. They said, like, don't try to lose your fat in your face or something. I don't know.
So you
Good
can-
fat is avocado, apparently.
True.
But I wasn't a big fan of avocado, so I don't know now.
Great. Okay, let's go back to manifestation. Do you just like you think about something that you want to do, and you think like you unconsciously you start to put the work towards that, or you have an internal dialogue? You have something before you go to bed. Do you do something when you wake up? What's the thing for you? What do you think it's the way to drive these good things?
I don't know. I feel like once you start believing in yourself, that's where it all started. Because like if you start thinking that you can actually do it, then you will have that motivation to do it.
The like strive.
Yeah, it gives you drive. Because like if you think, and also if it's a challenge, like for example, I quit my job November 2022. So after that, I was like, okay, I'm going to focus on social media and content creating because it's happening. And my dad is very a person that wants you to be comfortable. Like he's like, don't quit your job. But then one creator told me to quit my job. Like he keeps on telling me, he said like, okay, there's a crown thing happening. It's a chain. Somehow it works weirdly. Someone told this creator to quit her job and it's doing good. She's quite popular. And not popular. She's insanely popular in New Zealand. And then that person, she told this guy to quit his job and he's doing good. And then he told me, and now I'm passing it to you. You need to quit your job. And it took me like a month to actually figure things out. And I was having a real long talk to my dad. And then I got my dad's approval. Somehow in Filipino, like you always get your parents' approval even though you're old. So my dad was like comfortable, and they said like, he's not fully comfortable, but at the end of the day, it's, you know, the dad thing. And I said to my dad, I feel like I can try this thing because I know to myself that I'm not gonna give up. Like I have the headspace, I think, as far as I know, that I have the right mindset at this stage, that if it's not going well or if it failed, I know that there will be something better or something that's lined up for me. So that's where I hold on to things. But when it comes to manifesting, I think just believe in yourself. Yeah. And try to have a time to actually think of what you want to do.
Yeah, taking that time is a big one. No, you're right. Because sometimes even to take that time is a challenge.
It is.
Sometimes you're so busy, you're so caught up doing the things that are not that meaningful, that when it's finally the time to reflect, you're tired.
Yeah.
You fall asleep, or you want to do something meaningless, like some doom scrolling. Is that the name? Not even with purpose, you know.
I
like
mean, someone told me that scrolling is research.
Content creators changing the game.
Or maybe it's an
all
excuse of
days.
us actually liking, like, oh, fun.
In your case, yes.
Yeah, research is
but
right.
not in
Research.
everyone's case. But yeah, definitely. But no, you're right. That dialogue, that conversation, that reflection, because it's all in the moment, right? It's all in the it's always in those interactions that are gold, that are precious moments of opportunities. Did you do well? Did you say the things that you were planning to say? Did you find the right words to say? If you don't have a chat before,
I don't have like a. Do you call it a chant? I don't have a chant.
Oh, like a chat. Sorry.
Oh,
Like I what I do. So for example, if I like we have we work with community with Coro Mind in the magazine, and if I'm gonna go after something for the magazine, I try to come up with that first in my mind. You know, like I try to imagine different scenarios, what could happen. I learned that in the magazine with Diane Bear, who trained the Swiss Olympic Games, and she wrote a piece for us. And she says that the ones who get the gold medals, they see all the things that could happen in that moment when they're going, like when they're playing whatever sports it is. Like they think, oh, that might go wrong, that could be right. If that goes wrong, what can I do? What, you know, so like they make a lot of different scenarios there.
I love to be like that. I feel like it's tiring.
And I'm not even saying that like something that I do on a regular basis, but like having that idea of a little thing. If you can prepare, because life sometimes just throw things at you and it might happen on the go. But like if you know that you're going for something, and you can prepare a little bit, right? So I think preparation is it's key.
Preparation. And I think and pray. For me, I do pray a lot. I mean, sometimes that I lack praying, my mom is just gonna message me. Did you pray about like the things? Like,
so Philippines it's a very religious country.
Yes, it's very religious.
Christian.
Christian Catholic.
Christian Catholic.
Yeah.
Same as Brazil.
Yeah.
So many similarities.
I think do you have your own language or is it Spanish?
We speak Portuguese in Brazil.
Portuguese. Do you say tinidor, cuchara? No?
Cuchara.
La mesa?
La mesa, yeah.
See,
cuchara.
we have that too.
Yeah.
That's what we used to.
There you go.
Cuchillo?
Because it was the Spanish colonization, right?
Yeah.
In the Philippines?
Yeah.
That's
We
right.
tweak a little bit, like the como esta becomes kumusta, just to make it our own.
Right.
Yeah, but before I went to uni, it was mandatory for us, for my university, to learn Spanish. And then the year that I went into uni, it's the time that they changed the rules. Would have been fun. I do want to learn Spanish.
It's a beautiful language.
It is.
It's interesting to understand history. Are you good with history, Corner? Was it something that you tapped into?
He's like, I'm not gonna know.
When are we
So
talking
does
about?
the history.
When are we talking about scootering? Eh? Nah, joking. Nah, not anymore, bro.
No, not really.
Not as much,
I'll
or
just
just not,
Here
not
and
at
there,
all.
here and there, I'll jump on the scooter, but
Did you hurt yourself?
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Have you had like a broken bone?
Yeah. In
Where?
Tauranga,
Which one?
I broke my left ankle doing a trick, and then since then,
Did you see your bone?
Nah, it wasn't bad. It was just a little fracture,
Okay.
but like that was enough to like kind of make me stop, and I kind of grew out of it a bit.
Have
So-
you done parkour?
Oh, to be honest, I'd say like the whole like scootering, skating, skate park industry. I think it's quite similar to parkour. Like when you start introducing like flips and then different like techniques, so they do have their similarities. But yeah, since like not doing as much scootering, that's why I've changed up my TikTok content. So yeah, that's probably the reason why my TikToks don't do as good, because kind of like switched it all of a sudden. Didn't really do what you said, where you kind of slowly introduce it.
Yeah, because that's what another creator I met in Sydney. He's trying to inject new things, just to make it more about him, not about the parkour. Like it's more about personality, like bringing people to know him more, not just for entertainment of like, oh, that's
Yeah.
a really cool flip. Yeah,
And,
but it works. It works.
Yeah.
It boosts your account.
Definitely.
So that was an instruction, not instruction, but that was a tip from the TikTok team. Like,
Oh, this is from my
expo-
mate, this creator as well in
Right.
Sydney.
But when you went to the awards, or when you talk to some of the people, the ones like who understand how the platform works, is it something that comes up, like exploring yourself and finding a way for people to connect with you, or it's more about experiences? What do you think?
I feel like it it all boils down to authenticity. What is really authentically you? Because if it's not authentic, you can still try to jive or try to be a different person, but like at the end of the day, it will always gonna show up. Is it my phone?
I think it was mine, bro.
No, it's
It's yours.
no, not mine.
Can you answer? Oh, was
No,
not
it was
yours.
just a Snapchat, but that's like an hour ago, so it's not me.
That was me. Sorry, T.
Oh my god, damn, who's that?
Sorry,
Wasn't
T.
me.
That was my bad. Sorry.
Leo, the popular guy.
Oh my god.
Ah, man,
Imagine
it's-
Leo's just like, you're fired. Just kidding.
Damn, yeah, damn. No more podcasts for you, man. Enough. Going back to the thing with your
Authenticity.
mom saying about did you pray and you're doing your thing. So, do you feel like your parents completely understand what happened to you when you moved to a country that gives way more possibilities for growth and lifestyle than Philippines? Have they been here?
Oh, not yet, but they're planning probably this year, hopefully. My dad had a heart operation last year, so he can't really just fly anywhere at the moment. And then we're starting a building in front of our house, so he needs to actually focus on that one. But he's planning to go here this year, hopefully.
It's a big thing, man. But I'm sure they understand, right? They do they
The
like of the difference of lifestyles and like why
Oh,
for you
it's still confusing.
it's less of a risk to drop your job in a country like New Zealand and try something, because like I don't know,
When you
but-
put it that way, then no, because they
bec-
always think like obviously job is the one that sustain you and everything. But then I think here you have more options. You get a chance. I mean, in my perspective, I mean you can end up like Australia actually has more options apparently. Like you can go to a hotel and you get good money.
Yeah.
But it's different here. But
well,
it's still
wealthier.
it's
Smaller
still
man, yeah.
better option than if you're living in the Philippines. Because like construction worker here gets good money, right? In the Philippines, no.
Yeah.
Farmer doesn't get good money in the Philippines. That's why it's so confusing when they see Filipino. There's a creator, a Filipino creator. She's a farmer in, I think, Christchurch or something. And she started making content about her lifestyle in New Zealand as a farmer. Started posting all of that, and it grows. I think she has 200,000 followers now, but it's all coming from the Philippines that's like really curious about what's happening in New Zealand. And she gets so many messages coming from Filipinos saying like, oh, you went to another country to be a farmer. It's because the farmers in the Philippines are so poor. Like they don't get that much money. They don't get at all. So it's so confusing for them that you go to another country to be a farmer, but the farmer here is good. You are getting recognized and you are getting good money that's right from your, I mean, I don't know if it's right, but for Filipinos, seeing the comparison between the money, it is a big,
Yep.
yeah.
Same to us, man. Same in Brazil. Same thing.
Is that what you felt when you talked about them on podcast?
Oh man, when I was, because my parents came for a visit. So in these 11 years, my parents came once to New Zealand, and it was a game changer for them to see, to finally look at
Just
things.
lens, like not just a lens, but like
like just to see how things work. You know what surprised my mom? We were walking here in the Albert Street, the main street. It was last summer, which was Gabriel, so it was crazy, it was wild. And then one of the teachers who I work with was coming towards us, and then we saw each other from far. So like we were looking at each other, ready to hug each other. And then a rubbish bin flew like from the side of the streets and made a mess right in front of us. And everyone went straight to pick the rubbish and put back in the bin. Like it was so like, everyone just like, back. And my mom was like, oh, wow, everyone helped. Everyone, the streets are so clean, you know? Because there's the thing in Brazil, it's just like, hey, whatever, you know, like it's a mess. When not, rubbish everywhere. When I got back for the first time, it was the thing that hit me. We left the airport. As soon as we turned the first street, piles of rubbish. I was like, oh yeah, welcome to Brazil. So those little things of lifestyle, of like education, you know, like and again, I'm not saying that it's like, oh, it's different. It's just because it's a first world country, you know, like that had more possibilities than others, you know, like it's not better than or worse. It's just like what it is. 200 million people, man, in a country. You know, how many in the Philippines? Do you know? In Brazil,
I think it's
more
108. I think 108.
It's massive.
Yeah,
it's massive.
Yeah,
and the land is not even that big, right?
Yeah, not that big.
So when they came here and they understood that, they were like, "Man, you go,
you go, boy.
Yeah, boy,
you go, boy."
First years they were like, "Oh, I'm not too sure. Like, if why you're not coming back?" And now it's already like, "Oh, when are we coming to New Zealand again?" You know, like so. That's the thing with bringing them and making them see what it's all about. That is massive. You planning some moves, maybe, eh, Corner? Maybe some overseas.
Is it still
stuff?
maybe, or is it for sure? Melbourne game on social media is way different than New Zealand.
Yeah, it's so open there. Like, everyone just like more comfortable with themselves there compared to New Zealand. So like, everyone like dresses very differently. So I think.
I mean, you can always dress differently in New Zealand
yeah.
and just don't care about what other people are saying.
Exactly. But I feel like in Melbourne, there's so much more to it. But yeah, I'm gonna stay in school for like 1 more year so I can actually
Figure things
like
out.
figure things out. If I do want to move there, if I do want to do this job, if I do want to actually go to uni, or just like, yeah, I do have my head wrapped around it, but
Who knows?
who knows really? Because I don't want to be stuck at a job that I don't like. for
And you
the
might
whole
blow up
day.
on TikTok this year.
Who knows? I might make a comeback.
You will. You will.
If
I will.
if you manifest it.
And especially now, I feel like, actually, this year or late last year, I can see a lot of content creators starting to collab more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you only need
noticed.
a friend that will introduce you to a group.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, bro. Come to Auckland, Jay. Just to figure out what you want to do, and then
Yeah,
it's easy to like
exactly.
connect
Yeah.
now because like more people are believing more on collabing.
Yes. Timor-Leste.
Oh yeah,
How was that?
it's beautiful.
Who took you there?
World Vision. So
What is World Vision?
World Vision, they're like a company or like a charity that fund a non-profit organization. Oh gosh, non-profit organization that look after for the people that need some help. So this year they're like more focused on climate change, climate crisis, and I got a chance, an opportunity to work with them and learn more about the work that they've been doing with Timor-Leste.
Beautiful.
But I can't really say more.
Keep it.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
cool is cooking.
Something
but we
cool
can't
is gonna
talk about
happen this year. Yeah, something cool.
Follow Win on TikTok to find out more in 2024 for sure. But they were involved on the trip. They supported you to go to Timor-Leste. Where is it?
It's right next to Indonesia. Like they're like right next to each other. It's like in the same island, but like it's half.
Timor-Leste. Tell me more.
Timor-Leste.
Timor-Leste.
Yeah, I had an amazing.
Exactly the same in Portuguese. Timor-Leste. Exactly the same. Yes.
Oh, actually, they speak Portuguese.
I'm not
in
surprised. There
yeah.
you go.
And they use US dollars,
Yeah, we don't.
which I was so confused. I was like, oh, when I was there, I was like, oh, it's so expensive because it's US dollar.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That was something historically with a conflict in the Timor-Leste, like a conflict or a war or something for territory, wasn't it? Like,
I'm not really sure. I did heard a couple of like history about Timor-Leste, but I did enjoy the part where it's like knowing the locals and seeing what's happening in the country, and at the same time, the food.
was it the one that you ate the like all the parts of the chicken? Was
Yeah,
it
yeah.
that?
I posted on my Instagram and also on TikTok. And Timor-Leste is quite, I would say, quite small. That it's easy to get around. Like words can get around pretty quickly. So I posted a TikTok about like me being in Timor-Leste and trying some different snacks. And it blew up in the For You page of Timor-Leste. So whenever like even like the hotel crew knows who we are.
Cool.
And then when we went to night market, people asked for photos, and I was like, "That's crazy how For You page like can you blow you up?" And then, yeah,
Crazy how the For You page works there.
yeah. And I just posted it. Like no one knows me in Timor-Leste 100%. I think so. And then after that video, it just like even hotel crew.
Did you think that that video would go to your followers? Like, not necessarily where the place you went to? Did you think it would just go more to your followers? And
Oh, the thing about TikTok, I feel like, I'm not really sure, but they're doing regional, like country-wise. So whenever you go to another country, sometimes your videos that you've been posting when you're out of the country of New Zealand, let's say, it's not insanely getting pushed so much in the For You page of New Zealand because you're out of the country. Your phone somehow managed to do that. I don't know. So when I posted Timor-Leste stuff, it can actually go into their For You page, but not on New Zealand, unless you're still like having insane traction in New Zealand while you're out of the country.
Right.
I know one creator is quite smart when it comes to that. Like whenever he goes to other country, he's gonna say the word New Zealand. He's gonna be like things that it kind of reminds me of New Zealand, or like saying like, "Oh, we're trying a food here." I remember when I was in New Zealand, and he's gonna put it on his caption. So everything is New Zealand, even though he's like a different country. Because
everything counts, right? Is the words,
Yeah.
is the captions, is the hashtags.
But I was like so confused. I was like, why do you have to mention New Zealand? You're like in a different country.
was that because he wanted to have more of his New Zealand followers
like
and whatnot
still-
watch his videos?
Yeah, still can see it.
So
Yeah.
so he knows a lot about For You page and how it works.
I think so.
That must be helpful if he's trying to like go viral on that video, or
Yeah.
trying to like reach a specific audience.
Would you stop to a video that has a word New Zealand in it?
Yeah, I
See,
would, because it's pretty
I would.
relevant to me.
Yeah. So, yeah. So some people put it as in their like front part so that it gets.
Uh-huh. That's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like using the hashtag FYP change anything, or not really?
Sometimes I do. I'm still confused about hashtag. Hashtag confuse the hell out of me. Because sometimes it would work, and then I saw a couple of people that's not using any hashtag, so it gave them more broad audience.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm still confused. Like
Let's
sometimes
give it a go.
when you not put, because like with Timor-Leste, I feel like it's not gonna go to their For You page if I was not putting the hashtag. I feel like so. I'm not sure. It keeps on changing.
Right.
It's quite tricky.
Something that you do that it gets popularity, it's trying snacks.
Yeah.
Trying
you're
different
talking-
foods, trying different flavors from
Yeah.
different places that you go to,
Yeah.
right?
Because I do love to. That's the thing about me. It's like I remember seeing a content creator. The way the evolution of content creating in my head is like I saw a content creator when I was just like a watcher. Like I don't do content. I'm just watching for fun. He's the type of person that do a lot of skit. So in my head, I really want to do a skit. So in Musically, I do get like the comedy sounds and make a twist for it in my own version. And then I saw that person that started like helping people. He went to Somalia, and I was like, that's the thing that I want to do. Like I really want to try to, like, if you get the chance to help, like I always believe in the word when they said, you have two hands, the other one's to help yourself and the other one's to help others. So when I saw him doing that, I was like, one day I want to do something like that. Yeah. And then moved on to Mark Kian. I think he stopped doing social media now, but he blew up in Facebook. He's from Facebook, and he's doing a lot of culture ones. And that's the one of the tick that kind of activated in me, that I was like, you know what? I want to see how people works in different country, how they live, because it's so different. Like, and that's how you see the world. Once you see the people, once you meet the local, once you try what they do, that's how you see how the world is so big. Yeah.
I like that idea. Yeah. Because there's the thing. A teacher talked about that the other day with me. Like, imagine if we could have nowadays with live stream and all that stuff. You know, like if you could see classrooms from all around the world. If you're learning, but there's a screen with live streaming a classroom from a completely different country, from like a poor country or a rich country. Like, how do they learn? What are they learning? What are they talking about? You know, like, so I feel like social media has that power to show you how other people live. You know, it gets us united. You know,
Yeah.
It's a good way to unify people.
Yeah. Because like once you experience each other, you know how they live and they know how you live, then you know how to help each other.
What were the favorite snacks? The ones that went well, the ones that didn't go that well?
Snacks?
Yeah.
Oh, are you talking specifically
We're
in Timor?
changing now.
Or?
No, all over.
All over. I think my favorite would be the Coco Alaisa.
Coco Alaisa.
It's a Samoan one.
Oh, let's
Samoa.
go. Samoa.
Yeah, because it's literally the same as what we have in the Philippines, and I've been eating it since I was young. So it's like a good overlap between culture. Because I posted a recipe that my mom has been doing, which we call champorado, and I think you guys have champorado as well. But your ones is chocolate.
What is it?
Champorado is a chocolate rice. It's like rice with a cocoa, with sweetener, with like you can put coconut cream.
Kind of like a cereal thing, or not?
But
Like
it's a rice. Rice pudding. That's the right
pudding.
word. Yeah,
Okay.
rice pudding. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
So I posted that because I was like, I want to share my culture. So I made a champorado, and I got so many comments saying like, bro, that is Coco Alaisa. So I started researching Coco Alaisa, and then I tried to buy. I bought some Coco Samoan chocolate, and apparently because I can't find the original like the one that you actually use, I bought a chocolate bar that is a Coco Samoa, and people were like, you know what? One of my mates, one of my flatmate, has a friend that watched the live, and then she was like, "We have Coco, the Coco, we'll send it to you." So he gave it to my flatmate, and I got the real one. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, and then they've been sharing some recipes. So that's my favorite one. Next one that I like, I can't choose, but that one because it's part of my culture as well. I do like the Fanta bread.
Fanta bread.
It's a Tongan one.
Anyone there?
It's a bread. You take off a couple of loaf inside. You put ice cream and you just pour Fanta.
Oh my god!
It's
Fanta, the
soft drink.
The soft drink.
Oh, I tell you,
Sounds dodgy.
I'm telling you, it looks crazy, and you will like, oh my god, that is a full on sugar or something. But when you eat it, it's nice. It's messy though. It's messy. So time to time, if I'm only craving for it, then I'll do it.
Bread, ice cream, and Fanta.
Fanta.
I thought that my diet was bad, bro. For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, for big
Yeah.
boys. Gee, wow.
And the bread,
Any
the,
specific bread?
the mori bread,
Oh yeah,
fry bread.
fried bread. Oh, fried bread's
Yeah,
delicious.
because my flatmate keeps on bringing it in our place, and I was like, oh my god, this is nice. I want to learn how to make it though.
I saw you trying a banana drink. Banana.
Oh yeah, that blew up in Timor-Leste. The
Was it
banana
nice?
drink. It is nice. There's another version that is not nice. So me and my mate were like really, when we were in Timor-Leste, we were like, oh, we really want to try the banana bread because once you get into the airport, the big poster is banana juice. And so we're like, I've never seen a banana juice before. Have you tried banana juice? Right? And it's something like you wouldn't think becomes a juice. Maybe a smoothie, but not a juice. So we're like confused. For the first 3 days, I think it's what we keep on saying to the team. Like, we want banana juice. And then we got a chance in a restaurant to order a banana juice, but it becomes a banana smoothie. So we're like quite disappointed. And then our driver said, oh, it's not really that nice. It's not really that nice. And the next thing, we saw him at the dinner table on the other table drinking banana juice. And we're like, are you gatekeeping the banana juice? I was like, bro, not cool.
Wow.
And then the next day we got a chance because one of the team was like, hey, we got banana juice for you. And then we got a chance to try it. And it's good.
Yum.
It's
fizzy?
It's not fizzy, but like it's like a translucent color.
Ah.
So it's like a juice. And it's nice. It's quite sweet, but I would recommend it as like put some ice and like really cold.
Yeah. Would you recommend it putting in the bread with ice cream?
I feel like Fanta bread, a Fanta wins that one. I wouldn't think I would not use Coca-Cola for it. I would not use,
That
what's
would
the
just
other
become
one?
a spider.
Yeah. Oh, wait, is a spider with bread?
No, without bread though.
Oh yeah, a spider. A spider's nice. I call it
Similar.
Coke float.
Coke float. Oh, is it ice cream?
In the
and
Philippines,
and
we call it
Coke?
Coke float. And you got it spider. I was like, oh, spider.
It's
Black
called a spider.
cow in Brazil.
Black cow.
Vaca preta. Yeah. Grandmother was a fan.
See how you can see that we are so Western in the Filipinos? We call it Coke float. That's it. And you guys have like spider, black cow. Oh, now I need to go back to my country and just say like, can we just change it?
Hang on, we named it North Island and South Island. Remember that though, bro.
I know that the LNP. Is it the LNP, the South Island drink? No.
It's North Island. But,
That's
we
pyro.
went as far as naming it North and South.
Oh, I tell you, all of the Filipinos are obsessed with LNP.
Really?
And it's become a thing. Like, I have a Kiwi mate, and he said, like, I don't understand you Filipinos. Like, you are so obsessed with LNP.
Ah.
Maybe because it's fruit. Somehow it's like lemon. And that's why I love Fanta as well. It's orange, but fizzy.
Oh. We're not far from Pairua, bro. It's in the Coromandel. Pairua.
Yeah.
I saw the statue. Like, do you call it statue? Sculpture. No.
Sculpture, yeah, maybe giant bottle.
Yeah.
giant bottle.
Isn't it in Pyro?
Pairua.
Yeah.
Not far
Pairua.
from here.
Yeah,
There you go. LNP.
that's very cool. Yeah.
Any weird foods combinations now that we're talking about the stuff?
I already
corner?
have one, but
Let's
like,
go.
I want to hear yours first. I'll put you on some pressure. What is it?
Oh, you got me on the spot now. Can't think.
Do you
No
wanna-
pressure, bro, but the pressure's on you.
Yeah, man. Come on.
TikTok.
In Brazil, I was surprised when people would go on McDonald's and buy fries and the ice cream and eat the
I would say that's not weird. I like it. I think you guys are doing it too.
Yeah? Is
You
it-
just
yeah.
dip the
Is it a
fries.
It's
Actually,
in
not
it?
that bad.
Okay, so you need to figure out another one.
Oh, that was something that came to mind. I was wondering if you guys would do it here.
I would love to do it. Like, if it's something like you grew up on, I would try it.
What was the one that you were thinking? Oh, have you got one?
I think I've got one. It's what I have for breakfast every morning. So, I have avocado toast, but I sprinkle on some like balsamic vinegar sauce that you use for salad dressing,
That's
and it's
gourmet, brother.
and it's good.
That's
Oh,
top
and some
shit.
nuts on the top, and it actually slaps.
I feel like it slaps because I feel like I could see that in a cafe.
That's
Yeah.
fancy stuff, bro. That's cool.
It's nice.
That's why I
It's
like it, guys.
easy
You
to
guys have
make too.
fancy stuff.
We're talking about Fanta and bread, and you throw like avocado with balsamic, man.
Oh,
That's
beautiful.
fancy.
It's good. It's
Got
good.
that. Shout out to the
avocado
DGA.
smoothie?
Avocado,
Avocado smoothie. In Brazil, bro, I don't know in the Philippines, but in Brazil, avocado it's much more consumed sweet than
Same.
with savory stuff. Same?
Same. That's why I was so confused before when I arrived here. And I was like, I do know that avocado can be on toast, but those are only for rich people. Back in the Philippines, only rich people buys the avocado for toast.
Yeah.
We buy it like, we call it sorbetes. Sorbetes is the ice cream man that goes around, and he's just like
Sorvete.
this cheap ice cream, and sometimes you're gonna be, oh, it's avocado and cheese, and I was like, oh my god. But I wasn't a big fan of avocado before,
Right.
up until I moved here.
Same. In Brazil, we put because avocado is cheap in Brazil, and the common one is the green, the big one. Not like here, it's all about the black one, right? The
purple one.
Hass, how do you call it? The
purple
Hass avocado, I think. But in Brazil, it's the long black one.
have a
It's
big one?
Yeah, it's actually a bit more yellow than green. It's beautiful. It's massive.
Does it taste
Fruit.
the same or similar?
Similar. It's a bit more rich. It's
Oh.
a bit richer, but very common. We mix that with condensed milk,
And then ice.
blend it, and just leave it like in the freezer, and it becomes like an ice cream. Yum.
I do that with mango.
Oh, that's
Mango
sounds
ice and the
nice.
condensed milk.
It's the top fruit in the world. Like I was listening to the radio the other day, and they said like there was a just like asking people, "What's your favorite food? Favorite fruit?"
Is it mango?
Mango.
Oh, I love mango. When I was in Timor-Leste, my mouth is all about mango, and also when I was in Thailand.
Yum.
Yeah. A weird combo. You know the mee goreng noodles?
Yep.
Yeah. So I partner with rice.
What? Rice
ate it with
and
rice.
and noodles?
Yeah.
Do you want to know what I've tried it
That's
with?
not for fat people. That's what my mom would say when I was fat, when I was young. She was like, "You cannot eat rice and noodles at the same time. You're too big for that shit."
You
That's
partner
true.
with
Oh,
rice.
I've tried that. It works. It does.
It works, right?
I
It
once
works like
said-
tasty or just like they what,
It just matches the taste. Like rice doesn't have that much taste, but then it just
Yeah.
complements each other. I don't know. Maybe when you try it, you
some
can be judged.
sauce? What?
The mee goreng has a sauce already. It
What?
does.
Which one is the mee goreng? Is it the Korean one?
So I think they have like the blue, red, and
Yeah,
black.
the blue, red. They have purple. They have.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried it with like a really weird combination once.
Let's go.
So it was just the normal noodles. Then boiled it, and then I put peanut butter and honey.
Okay, there you go. We finally crack it. You have your weird combo. Noodles with peanut butter and nuts. Nuts?
Huh? Oh no, peanut.
He was like, wait, what? That's not what I said.
No.
There was like
butter and crackers.
Connor's head was like, you were thinking about the meal. You lost us for a second.
No, you're thinking of my breakfast. And now I'm
yeah.
talking about the noodles.
Noodles, peanut butter with honey. Oh, yeah,
honey.
she-
Yes, honey.
honey.
So it's like a dessert kind of.
A dessert noodles. Oh, gosh.
Connor,
You should
that's
text
your
that to me.
TikTok, bro. That's your thing, bro. Exquisite meals and gourmet stuff.
Make that, and
was it?
then I'll make another video, and I'll be like, okay, Connor was doing this. I'll try it.
Or just react to it.
Yeah. I was like, oh, it worked. And then I'll make it to try it to what it tastes like.
That could be a good idea.
Yeah, I'll just like, what do you call someone? Not do it, like, what do you call that on TikTok?
I
forgot
think
the
it is
word.
called do it.
No, there's another one.
React.
Do it is like two. React is like
Remix.
remix. I think it's remix.
Remix.
I'm not sure.
Do
maybe.
you use all the tools? Clearly not.
Clearly not. Or maybe maybe I don't read anymore. Maybe it's just like visually wise. I'm an advertising student.
Look at the icons.
Just the icons. Is it. Do you even read the word TikTok at the bottom of the app? You look at the icon. But you know it's TikTok.
Yeah, you know it's TikTok.
Would you even notice if they changed their name? Or would you just be looking at the icon?
I think I just look at the icon. Eh?
Yeah.
You wouldn't see if it's become Win Wolf. They changed the name of the app to Win Wolf.
There you go. That would be cool.
I mean, for me, yeah. For other people, would be like, what? Why? Everyone just like delete their account.
Oh, nah, man. Oh, well, is it an old question to ask? Where does Win Wolf come from?
Oh, it's not an odd question, actually.
Cool. That's
I
cool.
mean, now that Instagram asks you to pay to get like ticks, right? Like a verification tick.
Do you have to pay or can you apply for it?
You can apply to it as long as you have 3 articles written about you and not just yeah.
We have a
So
magazine.
I'm like,
We have 12
yeah.
editions. We're fine.
you put me in one, and then I'll try to figure out my other 2.
We'll put you on. We'll put you in 3. Are you serious? They
Yeah, you
ask
need-
for publications about your brand?
Yeah, like you need to have an actual 3, I think it's 3 article written about you. It should not be an ad.
Let's go.
So if only the feed decided to like make an article saying like this is new presenter, could have been an additional article, but I don't know. So they introduced this subscription where you get a tick, but you have to pay $30 a month.
What do you think of that?
And I actually unsubscribed.
Oh, is that how you got yours?
Yeah, for Instagram. Yeah, for Instagram, I because someone told me that you get a lot of benefits.
Oh, people see your messages. That's the thing, right? So
Oh
when you
yeah, I think
text
that's the
them-
only
yeah.
thing.
It's
but
one
like,
of the, it's a big thing.
yeah, but that's the only thing. Because like they said so many things that you get like this and that, and then
Do you know do you know the other things? Do you know any other benefits from
Oh,
having
the-
it apart from because it always goes at the top, right? Who's got the tick?
Does
goes.
it boost interactions or?
they said, but we never actually feel it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about your content.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think last week I unsubscribed. I was like, I'm gonna see if
Yeah.
I unsubscribe to Instagram verification thingy,
Yeah.
and I will just check for a month if I need it or not. But then you can put it on your business tax or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of
'Cause,
makes your
business-
account look more professional.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing that I'm trying to figure out. But then they get $30 a week, a month.
Business accounts you're talking about?
Oh, when you do tax, like business, business expenses.
Business expenses.
Yeah,
Yeah. You can. Yeah. I know what you mean. You can claim. Is
You
that
can
what you're
put
talking
that
about?
because
Yeah.
that's part like your business.
Right. It's just
which-
a little bit though. isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit, at least a little bit. Like
Right.
Somehow one day it will be a one meal.
Yeah, for sure. Interesting though, because I was wondering about that. I was going through ours, the business accounts. I didn't go that deep, but I saw that you don't have to pay. There are other ways. I didn't realize it was like.
They just
Publication.
introduced that, like I think last year. Oh, last year.
Yeah. And didn't they introduce something called Threads?
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah. Do you use
Yeah.
it?
I tried to use it for a week, but I don't even use Twitter or X.
Oh, is it something to do with Twitter?
You use Twitter or X? No, right? So it doesn't, when it pops up like Threads, I was like, okay, cool, let's see. And then I went in for like, I think I only posted probably less than 10 posts. And I was just like done. I was like, nah.
So
And a lot of people are saying it's not doing well.
Are they
I'm not
trying
sure.
to introduce another social media through Instagram?
With Threads.
Oh, it's a whole different thing.
There's a new one?
I don't know.
No. You asking if
Oh, is it? Because you sounded like you know something, and I was like, okay,
no.
Is that what
introduce
you
it to
asked,
me.
Corner? If they're trying to introduce
Yeah.
anyone?
Do you
because,
know?
Because when you look at it,
No.
it looks like a Twitter, right? It's just a
Yeah.
place where you can put your.
It looks like Instagram's trying to introduce something new.
They always have something on why they're doing
Yeah.
things.
That's the thing. When there's a monopoly, when there's only 3 or 4 companies taking over that realm, you can experiment, right?
Yeah.
You can try things and
Yeah.
see what's gonna stick and what's
Yeah.
not. Is Snapchat still a thing?
Yeah.
It is. It is still. a
I only
thing.
use Snapchat to just contact my friends and stuff.
Yeah, same.
Because half the time I never have calling or texting, so I just use Snapchat and it's quite easy.
Yeah, the same. And Messenger for family.
Yep, same.
Because they're not on Snapchat. I don't know why. I feel like it's not their thing.
No.
Right.
My family's too old for Snapchat.
I do know one mate. One of my mate. His entire family is in Snapchat, and they have a group chat in Snapchat.
Oh,
I was
that's
like,
cool.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
I've got family group chats on Messenger.
Same. What do you call it?
Just our last names and then group chat or something like that.
Yeah,
Do you have a group chat?
I left my family's group chat. Sorry,
That's a bit
Fano.
mean.
Sorry, Fano. It's mean what they were doing.
Was it just too spammy?
Good morning. Yeah, we know. It is great.
You can mute it if you
Good
want to.
night. Yeah, we know. It's great. Nah, I'm,
Pomare.
no, I'm joking. Me, mom, and dad, and my sister, we do have one. But there was one with like everyone, like uncles, and it was just like, no, my jazz.
too
If it's
much.
like
And I'll tell you what, like the main reason for me is
you left.
I'm not there. I left. Yeah, I left the group. I'm not in Brazil. Like, so the things that they are doing really doesn't matter to me. Like I like to know how they are, and I prefer to save those interactions to a conversation or like an audio message that you care about the person and you're talking to them. But like if it's just like this is what's happening, I'm trying not to think about you guys much because there's an emotional side of things as well.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
people ask me that all the time. Oh, do you miss mom and dad? I'm like, yeah, but I don't keep thinking about it. You know, otherwise I wouldn't be here. If I keep thinking every time, oh, I miss mom, I miss that, like I'm not gonna live my life. You know, so even with my parents, when we talk, it's beautiful, it's the coolest thing. But I told them it's just not gonna work if I keep texting you guys all the time because then I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. So I
Yeah.
guess that was the thing for them. It was just like, hey, the group chats. And I'm like, man, I got all the things going on. So I think that was the reason why I left. Does it work, Fano? Is it a good explanation why I left the group?
fair
Thank you
enough.
very much.
Yeah, if it works for you, it works for you. As long as you still keep in touch.
Captain,
Yeah,
yeah.
same. So
Gotta
you
do
have your
it.
own way, so that's good.
Yeah.
good.
It's nice when it's personal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like when you get someone and send them, like in Brazil is the audio messages. Like people are all about, hey, how's it going? Blah, 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 blah. And I like writing, but then there's the special moments that you send an audio for someone.
Yeah, now I actually starting to appreciate audio call more because I know one of my mate, like his dad passed away and then now he keeps on playing that audios and now I have a different view of like audio messages. It's quite nice.
Maybe they just mean a bit more than texting because you can actually hear the
voice.
impressions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last week we had a cool get together with some friends and I was saying that I got a bit vulnerable and then I said, oh, because I lost a good friend who we worked together 10 years ago. And I was like, I was about to say something and then I almost didn't, but then I said it. I was like, oh, you guys are going to find it silly. But like every now and then I text my friend's WhatsApp, you know, in his past. And everyone in the group was so cool. They were so nice. They were like, man, so beautiful. And then one of our friends said, man, every year I go to my friend's grave and like I have a little bit of whiskey because that's what we used to do. And then the other one was like, man, I always check the messages on Messenger. And you know, like it was so supportive to put yourself in a vulnerable position and then people embrace that as well. You know, like we technology does provide cool things.
Yeah. That is beautiful. Like you still text or give something like update even though it's, you know.
Because
I would do that. I would appreciate if I pass and then someone like do that for me. I would appreciate that.
Aww, look at us.
Start crying podcast.
We laugh, we cry. That's ALTBAYS fun.
So just like crying. I want to hear you sing.
What do you want to hear?
Oh yeah, you're a musician.
Well, I bang on things. I'm a drummer.
Yeah, but I want to hear you sing.
You want to hear me sing?
Yeah. And then Connor next.
A Kiwiana song? I walk around this town where buildings close and windows are boarded. Shay Fu, come to the show. I thinking of you. When I hear doors slam in the wind and the class on the mat says welcome, I think about you, yeah. Sitting inside my head, laughing at what I said. Come on, baby, let's have another toast. You might think I'm dancing, laughing at my expense. Let's fill the cup and let's wash away the ghost.
That's good.
Beautiful.
I was
Shay
hoping
Fu,
for just
we want you on the show, man.
Yeah, invite more. Invite 660.
660. I like 660, man.
Same.
I do like it. There was a song I didn't even know who they were. What was the name? Here I'm done with turning tail, but I know it's worth the ride. Ain't
Oh, yeah.
good to be alive.
Yeah, I think I know
Only
that
to
song.
be, isn't it? I love that song. Such a beautiful song. And then someone said, that's a Kiwi song. I'm like, what?
Also, Drax
660.
Project. Is it Drax Project? Is a Kiwi band, right?
They're funky, eh?
Oh, I love their music too.
Funky. They're funky.
Do you listen to them?
No.
Any Kiwi bands or rappers or because you're into hip hop, aren't
Oh,
you?
yeah. Just the bandwagon stuff, really.
Just whatever's playing on the radio, and then you're cooking your.
Kind of. Just like what people my age listen to.
What
How
people of your
old
age
did I feel
listen
right
to?
now? Age 18.
Oh, Just like a mix, like rap, drum and bass.
Trap.
Yeah, it depends. But honestly, I kind of like more catchy things.
Catchy.
to, like,
Then go with Drex
sing-
Project and
sing along.
660.
Yeah, I'll search it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any catchy songs that are rocking your
Not that I can
Your
think
iPod?
of. No,
na.
I wouldn't want to embarrass myself on this
Oh,
podcast.
yo, I actually,
Stop
I
trying to
actually
stitch
cracked
me
my
up.
voice. What are you talking about, huh? We just already passed that area. I sorted out for you.
You've done it for us.
Yeah. I saved you that embarrassed moment.
This is great. Thank you so much for coming
Thank you.
all the way. 20 minutes flight, such a long flight.
25.
How was that, by the way?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's smooth. The scenery, you call it scenic view.
Yeah.
The scenic view is amazing, and I enjoyed my time. I was hoping that I have not just my phone, and I could just like make a 25-minute video of me in there, because it's so nice. I mean, I hope that it's not gonna have a turbulence or anything, because I did experience one. It's quite funny.
When you survive it, right?
Oh,
When you
I
make it.
survived. I survived because I was listening to like a really pop music, like really poppy music. So like, I didn't get a chance to freak out. I heard someone scream, halfway kind of scream.
Great.
Was it a different flight or this one?
A different flight.
Oh yeah.
Good. So Barrier Air, if you are coming to the Coromandel, Great Barrier Island, Kaitaia, make sure to check them out. barrierair.kiwi. We appreciate having their support to our show, bringing beautiful people from Auckland to the Coromandel to have a chat. And that Kai, how was that, Blue Ginger?
It's amazing.
Beautiful.
It's amazing.
Let's do it in ASMR style.
It was very yummy.
How was that food? Was it good?
It slapped.
It slapped.
It was buzzing.
Is it? Oh,
You didn't know the word slaps.
not as a slang, not like that.
No.
So that
Your
food
age is showing.
I know.
I tell you. Slaps. Slap in the past, man.
My age is showing. So the food slapped. Is that what you said?
Slaps. 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 It slaps, bro.
Slaps. Is that what you said?
And then bussin'.
Yeah, it was buzzing.
It was bussin'.
Bussin'.
Yeah, bussin'.
How do you spell that?
Is it BUSSIN? Yeah, bussin'.
B for what?
B for bussin'. BUSSIN. Double S.
What does it mean?
It's bussin'.
Is that it?
It's
like
good.
no
It's
other
delicious.
meaning for the word.
Like it's good. It's delicious.
It means it's like really good.
Wait, I want to know the tereo for yummy.
The what?
Tereo Mori word from yummy.
Do you know? Is that a word for
Is there a word?
yummy or something, JT?
What is it?
Now you cannot do ASMR because we can hear you.
I can't hear you.
Oh, you don't know.
Oh, for Filipino, it's masarap.
That's too. That really?
Masarap.
Masarap.
Yeah, masarap.
Masarap.
Yeah.
Blue ginger. That food was masarap.
Yeah, masarap.
It was bussin'. Is that
And
right?
it slaps.
And it slaps. So if you are coming to the Coromandel, make sure to check them out. blueginger.co.nz. Amazing Thai fusion, epic Kai epic. They served us a beautiful meal, and that was yummy. Thanks, Zyron. Thanks, Stu. Thanks back to the whole team, Blue Ginger team. Actually, thanks to all the supporters that have been feeding the crew, the ALTBAYS crew, Peninsula Motel, Fred, making sure that our guests sleep tight, Barrier Air, so many beautiful people supporting the show to happen. Thank you very much. If you live in the Coromandel, you can check out the Coromind magazine. It's a community magazine that features beautiful local artists. So you can send your story, or if you are a smart business, you can also advertise and make sure that it stays free and available to all. We care about accessibility, obviously, so there is an audio version. If you go to, you like that, eh?
That is good, isn't it? You're like our age.
Should I stick to the ASMR?
No, you have the audio version. It means that you're updated.
I am updated, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm old, but I feel young. So we have an audio version for Coromind. You can go to Coromind. Wait.
Is that a thumbnail?
It's a triggering noise.
All right. Where's the pots and pans at?
Koromai.nz is the coolest magazine in the hood. If you don't have access to them, the physical copies, you can read it online at koromai.nz. If you want to send us a story, hello@koromai.nz. I don't like the harsh ones.
What harsh ones?
Like the ASMR that people are forcing it. Like those ones, I don't like those. I like the very, very subtle ones. Like the some people probably like this one. I know, they don't understand. I think they want to rush it, but it doesn't work. Or maybe they just probably miss their parents. True, it could be that. Connor, what's happening, man? 2024,
Yeah.
finishing school,
Yep. Finishing school.
getting out of there as soon as you can.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah.
Maybe just seeing what happens. Really.
So Kiwi. Yeah, nah. Man.
What about you? Any New Year resolutions or plans?
Man, ALTBAYS is kicking ass. We're growing. We're gonna keep on growing. We're gonna bring all the beautiful crew from Win Wolf. He's gonna tell us all his friends how cool the Coromando is, and we're gonna bring them all here. We're gonna have a party.
Specifically the ALTBAY.
Of course, man. We're gonna have a party here, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
And a good kai, maybe. Like insane, a lot of different culture kais.
Hey, should we do
idea.
that?
Buzzing.
Buzz Labs. Yes. And what about you, my bro? What 2024? What's cooking?
Check into my account because some collaborations with aside from other creators, and then World Vision. Yeah, so pretty sure to check that one out. And I'm trying something different this year, so yeah.
Keep manifesting, brother.
Yeah.
Maybe do a TikTok series on something
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. Yeah.
See if people will be interested.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah. Thank you.
We
And you
support
should start your ones again.
Yeah.
Let's
I will.
go. Thanks, team.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
Thanks, JT. Thanks, Papa.
Thank you, team.
Thank you. We're back next week, every Tuesday and Thursday, 7 p.m. live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and then you can watch all the beautiful clips on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Kakite, kakite, kakite.